Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Diva's Basics. Today's tutorial is going to be over how I achieved this look. It's a fire-inspired makeup look is what I'm officially calling it. And basically what happened was I posted a poll on Facebook and asked y'all whether y'all would like to see a fire-inspired makeup look or another eyeliner tutorial, and fire-inspired makeup look won by a long shot, 100% done. So the rest of the audio cut out. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and move on to this makeup look. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to start off with is my face has already been moisturized and cleaned. And then we're going to start off with some primer. And this is the Mineral Infused E.L.F. primer. So we're going to start by applying primer all over our face. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our eye makeup, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, so the first thing we're gonna go ahead and start out with is some primer for our eyelids. I usually only use the E.L.F. primer for my face, and I use this Master Prime by Maybelline. Alrighty, so the next step after we do our primer is we're going to go ahead and move on to another base layer of eyeshadow, and for this I'm going to be using the Splurge Cream Shadow in the color Victorious. This is also a unique product. It's a cream shadow brush. It looks like this, and we're just going to put a small amount of product on our brush and then distribute it all over our eyelid. Alrighty, so the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and add some colors. So for this, I'm using this palette that I got from Amazon. There's 3 palettes in here. 1, 2, 3. And the first color we're going to go ahead and do is this color right here. This really pretty orange. It looks kind of pink on camera, but this is a very dark orange. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to grab an angled brush and put it on the outside corner of both eyelids. Alrighty, so next we're going to go ahead and grab this color and just go on the outside. It's the closest color to red I have. Unfortunately, I'm still on the hunt for a good red. So we're using the closest thing I have to it, which is a really pretty glittery color. So it works for the fire theme today. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to bring it closer to the outside corner so that you can still see the orange in the middle. Alright, so it should look a little something like that. So I decided to go in with a little bit more orange on the middle and bring it in just a little bit so that there's more of a gradient between the red, the orange, and the yellow. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is add the yellow. So for that, I'm going to be using this color right here. And go ahead and add the yellow to the inside corner of your eyelids. Alrighty, so I decided that I needed a little bit of a darker orange on the outside to tone down this pinky because it's starting to look a little pink. This one right here. Alrighty, so the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is finish up the eyeshadow, and for this I'm using this E.L.F. palette. Don't mind these. I did some color swatches so that I would know what each color looked like outside of the pan. So anyway, so the inside looks like this. For the blue, I'm going to be using this blue right here. It's really bright and it shows up very well usually. So go ahead and line your bottom lash line with this blue color. Alrighty, so the next thing we're gonna go ahead and move on to is some eyeliner. And for this, I'm gonna go ahead and use a unique product. It's called Unique Moodstruck Precision Dip and Draw Eyeliner. If you can see that, I don't know if you can. Maybe, possibly. No, not really. Go ahead and draw on your winged eyeliner. Now for this, you know, it's all based on preference, so you can do a natural looking eyeliner or you can go more dramatic with it if that's how you're feeling. Alright, so go ahead and do your other eye. Basically the same way you do that, but remember, they're sisters, not twins. Alrighty, so the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to line our lower lash line we're going to go ahead and outline it with this. Honestly, this is from the dollar store. I literally paid $1 for this jumbo pencil and it is awesome. You can do black or white with this look. My previous time I did black, but I wanted to see how it would look like with the white eyeliner. Alright, so after you outline it in white, if you messed up the blue on the bottom lash, you can go ahead and go back through with the same color blue and fix up any mistakes that you may have made. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of gold all over the whole eye look, just to kind of tie all the colors in. So, sorry about that. That was my music. To do this, I'm using my absolute favorite gold color. It's from Sephora. It's in this little palette that I built myself. And it's full of all these sparkly shades. They are so freaking pigmented. They are awesome. Sorry, this is the gold right here. Do you see how gold and pretty that is? It is awesome. I love this eyeshadow. So go ahead and grab any sort of brush. Grab this brush, another small eyeshadow brush, and go ahead and apply gold to, let's say, the inner corner to about the middle, about where the yellow stops, just so we get some glitter up in here. Alrighty, so for our face, we're going to go ahead and use this Bare Minerals Bare Skin in the color Bare Linen. To blend it out, we're going to use this this face brush from the Use Spicy brush collection. It's the foundation brush, and we're going to use that to disperse the foundation all over our face. Alrighty, so for my under eyes, I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different brush. I found that the big brush is a little bit difficult to maneuver around your eye makeup, so I'm going to go ahead and use this really thin brush. Again, I honestly don't know the makeup company. It's not written on the brush or on the bag that it came in. It was a Christmas gift, so unfortunately, I do not know the company name of this brush, but I think it's sold on Amazon. I think I remember seeing it there. I will try to find it and link it in the description box. Alrighty, so for brows, I wanted to do more of a brown than a black. For this, I am going back to my E.L.F. palette, which is this one, and to do my brows, I usually take a mixture of these two colors, this one and this one. So go ahead and fill in your brows however you prefer. I'm using this Use Spicy brow brush to do so. It works very well. The only thing I have noticed with it is that you have to have a very light touch or else your brows are going to look absolutely crazy. So if you're like me and you're not very good at drawing your brows, go ahead and go back through with some concealer or some cream eyeshadow and just fix up the lines of your brows. Alrighty, so the next step is to go ahead and contour and highlight. For this, I'm using It's from Ulta. It's called the I Was Meant to Sparkle. So it's this pretty sparkly case. I love the case. It's so fluffing sparkly, and it comes with all of this nonsense. So you have your glitters, your eyeshadows and primers in the middle, and then over here, which is the side we'll be using, is highlighter right here, and then the bottom row is some bronzers. So we're gonna go ahead and use the bronzer that's furthest away from me. Oh, I'm sorry. I was covering up the camera for part of that, but there, contour. Sorry about that. I'll do better. Alrighty, so the last step before we move on to lips is to go ahead and highlight, and for this I think I'm going to go ahead and use this fan brush from Anjou. Alrighty, so the last thing we're going to go ahead and do is apply lipstick, and for this I'm using this really pretty bright red shade. Alright, so I've forgotten two very important steps. We need to put mascara on and curl our eyelashes, and also maybe throw a little bit of concealer on. So let's go ahead and jump right in to the mascara. So there you have it. This is my fire-inspired makeup. I hope you liked this tutorial. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below if you did. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and find me on all of my other social media sites. Until next time, bye!